Welcome everyone. I'm Janine, the author of the Big South African Hair Book, and today we are here with you with a very special edition of the Halo Diaries featuring none other than Boity and some very special guests, okay? When we talk about hair heritage, we have to go to the source. You know, we can't go to just the primary source. We need to go to the secondary sources. We need to go dig deep into the history. So today we are joined by Boity's, the matriarchs in the family, the women who made Boity into who she is today. So we are joined by Modi, who is Boity's mother, and her grandmother Margaret, and they are going to share some of not only, you know, we see the polished Boity, we see the professional Boity, but who was Boity when she was a little girl requesting Rebecca Malope's German cut? That's the information we are here to find. So I know that, you know, media always says that Boity was the best behaved little girl. She was the perfect child who grew up to be this polished young woman. Is that true? Was she always a good girl?
She was a good girl, but yes, like she was, you know, a tomboy.
Yes.
With tomboyish tactics, especially with that haircut. Obviously, that haircut is a tomboy kind of haircut. So she wanted to really look like a boy.
Yeah.
and the way she played like a boy.
Yeah.
She would fight like a boy. So everything about this poor child was boyish. I think that's where the name Boity came from as well.
You are being put on blast. So let's talk about those, you know, because she wanted to play, she wanted to be out and about. So when it came to taking care of her hair at home, the short haircuts, the German cut, you know, now we know her for, she switches it up. She has the braids, the wigs, the weaves, her natural hair. But when she was going to school, what was the type of hairstyle she was wearing back then?
She loved combing her hair sort of to hide
the forehead.
She was just like, I do not want my hair to be too much at the back. I want it to be at least here so that nobody can see this big forehead. And I was like, what big forehead?
Yeah.
But she was just like, she didn't like a forehead at all.
Mm-hmm.
So
I still feel that way. I think I've accepted it now, but it took some time. It was like, it happened like maybe 3 years ago, where I was like, actually, it's not that big anymore. I think my face has grown into it, but I'm still one of those people with the 5 heads.
I mean, Rihanna's made a 5'8" sexy, right?
Exactly.
So we need to just roll with it.
I'm
5'8"
glad.
gang.
See, when Rihanna came into the game, I was like, phew, not the only one.
You know?
Yeah, it worked out.
And then I know that she had mentioned to me when we spoke in one of our interviews that she also used to have Benny and Betty, you know, that old school Benny and Betty hairstyle done in the early school days.
The little, if you will look at you know, like
maybe the logo pool.
Sometimes stocking.
with stocking, exactly. Precisely. She would do it. So I did do it at a point, but I was like obviously much younger.
Yeah.
And it was probably the easier way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, you know, Boity also mentioned to me that, Modi, you love braids. Braids are your best friend. You know, now it's fashionable. Now Beyonce does it in the music videos and everyone wants, you know, these long braids. But she'd always mentioned to me, that that's something that she saw you wearing braids and you always looked so beautiful in them that she wanted to look just like you. So why did you love braids so much? What is it about braids that you know?
I don't know. I guess it's just like not liking wigs, and then instead of having a wig on, let me rather do braids because it's something that is manageable, something that doesn't need a lot of work, and it's always neat. And for the fact that also it doesn't eat my hair out, you know, like I don't lose my hairline. I just do the spray thingy. I wash it, you know, like twice a month sometimes. I can wash it, unlike when it's like your wig and
it's too much
other
effort.
Things. That is a lot. So for me, it's just like you're on the go to, you know, to do just whatever that you want to do.
Yeah.
Because of the braids, they don't waste your time at all.
Yeah. And I mean, now we are sitting here. It is Halo Heritage with Boity. Her name is on this beautiful packaging. She has, made such a big move as an entrepreneur and as a woman. And as the women who have raised her and brought it to this point, I can't imagine how proud you must be of her. What is it like to, see her name on this beautiful packaging and knowing that this is your creation?
Gore o ikutlwa yang ha o bona boitumelo mo di-boxong, di-perfume mo morereng?
Mo morera se ke mo. Ke a itumela. That's why ke ne lebitso la gore ke ne ke re ke boitumelo. Ha e sa le ke itumela. Hela ka ho tlhaga. Le no le ke go bona mo kuranteng ke boitumelo. Ke a itumela hela ka lebitso la gago. Ke eng gape?
How do you? No, that's it.
It
was for a purpose.
It just come
from the bottom of your heart. Because she brought so much happiness at home, our lives in general. So it every little achievement that she achieves is humongous to me. Because it's like she did the most amazing thing. And some of the things, whenever they happen, be like, this is something I've been praying for. This is something I've been wishing that she gets. And now that, look at her, she got exactly what I was praying for. And I couldn't be more proud of her. I couldn't be more proud of her.
Cute.
If they haven't said it before, if they haven't said it to you before, now they have said it, There's nothing quite like success when it's backed up by your mother's prayers.
100%. And my grandma's prayers. She's a full-on prayer warrior.
Yes.
I think we learned the ways in which to move through life by prayer and treating people kindly, and being gracious and being compassionate, etc. I think she's at the core of all of that. So yeah, a lot of it is because of them.
Yes.
So it's awesome.
And
it's great to have them at moments like this, where I get to celebrate and they get to see it and rejoice in it as well.
And they get to tell us all the gossip behind what inspired your razor cut all those years because you wanted to hide your forehead.
I even forgot about that. Oh Lord. I had a horrible hair journey actually growing up, because I'm one of those people that sleep facing up, and when I was growing up, I had no hair. It was bad. It was so bad. Because also with the natural hair, there's only so much you can do to cover it up. So they'd always just be like this little boliki.
Oh, but also you had
a receding hairline, like how older men have a receding.
And then people would be like, "Oh, your boy is so cute," and I'd be like, "She's a girl, man. What's your problem, guys?"
I've grown to become a little bit prettier. Thank goodness.
Time heals everything. That's what we've...
Correct.
Time heals everything. And I think that's the beauty of celebrating the heritage of our hair, where we come from. And it's just so beautiful to share the space with the amazing women who've turned you into an amazing woman.
Absolutely.
Who's creating this legacy for yourself, for your family. When we see the name Boity, to look at what it stands for.
Yeah, 100%.
So I'm so glad that I've been able to join you, celebrate with you, and just speak a little bit about, some of the not so good times and celebrate the great times. So thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
This is so special. Thank you.